Most SaaS companies think the quickest way to grow is by getting more people to sign up for their monthly subscription. But what if I told you there's actually a much better way to sell your SaaS that makes growing significantly easier and more profitable from day one? And in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly that model and why I feel like it will outperform every other model in 2026. My name is Alessandro Kutri, and I've worked with 50 plus SaaS tech and AI companies and helped them generate millions in revenue and in pipeline. And everything I'm sharing with you today, that SaaS founders actually pay me thousands of dollars to workshop them with. Let's get right into things. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about here are a couple of different concepts around payback period, CAC, and what's really important in making sure that you can grow your SaaS as quickly as possible. So the first things first is that obviously besides churn, the second most important metric inside of your business is your CAC, right? How much you're paying per customer, but more importantly, what your payback period is. So if I'm getting let's just say a 2-to-1 ROAS, right, on my campaign, but my payback period is 12 months, that means it takes me 12 months to recoup that investment that I've initially invested into the marketing, and that is going to really stunt my growth. And so what you want to make sure is that you actually can find a way to decrease this payback period. Otherwise, you're going to be having to raise a whole bunch of capital or take on a whole bunch of debt so that you can actually grow faster, or you're just going to limit your growth because of the fact that your payback period is so long. So for example, if you have a CAC of $2,000 and you have a monthly subscription of, let's just say, $300, that payback period is going to be about 6 to 7 months, right, to get your money back. And so what that means is that you have to wait 6 to 7 months to get that money back that you've invested into marketing. And so this is such a big deal because if you're able to cut this time down, you're able to then reinvest that money and put it back into the marketing so you can grow even quicker. So there's two ways really that you can actually decrease your payback period, which is you can first of all lower your CAC, which is just getting better at marketing and sales, or you can increase your cash collected upfront. Now you should always be trying in your business to lower your CAC. And we have other videos on exactly how you can bring down your cost per call, increase your close rate, and those all things affect your overall CAC. But really, for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about increasing your cash collected upfront. And this is a super important concept because if you can nail this, you're going to be able to grow way quicker than a lot of other SaaS companies. What this actually looks like is instead of selling, let's just say, a $300 a month package, you're going to sell the same package, right? But you're going to sell it for either a quarterly package at $1,200, or you're going to sell it for a 6-month package at $1,800. And the thing that you're probably thinking is like, oh yeah, well, this would be great to, sell it at a quarterly or 6-month package. Like we already offer those plans. But the way that I want you to think about this is how can you push these plans more than just your actual subscription? Then if they work really well, you can switch it over entirely just to this model. So what you'd want to do is first of all, tie in some form of extra deliverable, right? For them to get for signing up on one of these packages, right? Then maybe even add a guarantee that they'll get X, Y, and Z outcome, or they don't pay, or they get a free months of service, whatever it is. But make this offer here more attractive by making it full traffic offer, right? Optimized offer. And so you can do this through a plethora of different ways, right? You can add, like I said, a guarantee. You can add an extra deliverable. You can put a, onboarding call. You can add an onboarding fee, right? But essentially figuring out a way that you can basically get your initial SaaS offering that you have and figure out how you can get more money up front. Because I want to show you the math on this. Once you do this right, how you're able to then scale your business much quicker and how you're able to decrease the amount of payback period and also eliminate early churn. That's a big thing too as well, because if you can eliminate early churn, that's also going to help you increase your overall LTV. Hey, real quick, if you're watching this and you're thinking this is exactly what we need to be doing in our business, that's actually what my team and I help SaaS companies implement. We help you build out the offer, the funnel, and the paid ad system around it, and we guarantee to get your ads profitable within 90 days, or we work for free until we do. So there's a link below where you can book a call with myself and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So just to give you an example of what this looks like in practice, let's just say, for example, you have a SaaS that sells $300 a month, like we were talking about earlier. And let's say that you're going to turn this into an annual plan. So you can collect all of it up front. So let's say you collect $3,600 up front on this annual plan. And let's then say that your CAC is $2,000. So now you've spent $2,000 to get that $3,600 right back. And why that's so important is obvious, right? Because now you have $1,600 day one that you can then reinvest back into the marketing, right? And it's not obviously as easy as this, right? You just all of a sudden start charging more and then you're going to collect more. Obviously, what's going to come as a byproduct of this is maybe your close rate goes down. But even if your close rate goes down by 5%, overall, you would still be collecting more cash and eliminating early churn, which is super important. So let's say because of this, right, your CAC goes up to $3,000. Even so, you're then still collecting more on the upfront. So you're still collecting $600 and you're becoming profitable, right? So that's the biggest thing, is that even if your CAC goes up as a byproduct of this, it can still make and be worthwhile an investment investment to obviously start selling packages like this. Now, you shouldn't just nuke your whole business and be like, okay, I'm only gonna sell upfront packages. That would be stupid. But what you wanna do is you wanna start testing this, right? So test this with your monthly package and get people to start seeing the value and see how you can start selling it. Then you can always downsell to the monthly package, but really see if you can make this $3,600 more attractive in some type of way. And once you've tested on enough people, if you've actually got this model right, you can then start switching only over to this model specifically. So you actually don't allow monthly subscriptions, you only allow annual subscriptions. And now all of a sudden you're profitable from day one. And you show this to investors, you show this to anyone, they're gonna see, wow, their payback period is non-existent. Or even if you get your payback period down, for example, from 6 months to down to 3 months using this method, it's still gonna be way more impactful for you. That's what I want you to start thinking about, ways that you can start charging quarterly or every 6 months or every 12 months. That's really gonna help you get more cash collected so that you can reinvest that back into the marketing itself. All right, so let's recap what we just covered. The reason most SaaS companies struggle to grow is because they're stuck waiting 6 to 12 months just to break even on customers they acquire. That means that payback period kills your ability to reinvest and scale your company. So the fix is simple. Start offering more quarterly package, 6-month annual contracts, add an onboarding fee, build a more enticing offer around it with a guarantee or an extra deliverable. Now, instead of waiting 7 months to recoup your CAC, you're profitable from day one, or even less, you're profitable maybe from month 3, which is still a big win for you guys. So if you're a SaaS company, you want help putting together this whole system, there's a link below. You can book a call with myself and we'll walk through your exact situation. And I'll show you if you're a good fit for this model and also show you how you can build a full paid ad system around this. Other than that, make sure to like the video, drop a comment, letting me know what you thought of it, and subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next one.